our commute, John, it's pretty good.
I mean, my commute, man, I don't know. Sometimes those 2 steps, you know, down here to the garage, man. Oh,
A lot of traffic back up.
Yeah, I have a lot of traffic too. It's 2 steps as well to my computer.
Yep, gotta do the 2-step, you know.
Depending on what day it is.
Oh, Mr. Put It in Reverse is gonna mow his grass here in a minute. He's out trimming right now.
Mr. Put It in Reverse, I'm sorry.
His name's Terry. Put It in Reverse, Terry?
Terry getting her done did, huh?
You got a long commute, you get a Tesla. There's a place, Zach, you pass it every day going to work, up yonder. They've got like 20 Teslas sitting there used for sale right now. It's kind of crazy.
I feel like if I drove a Prius or a Tesla to work, I get made fun of more than I already do.
How about a Cybertruck?
I saw one of those going down the highway, and I was like, what in the hell is that?
Dad and I saw one over by your house kind of a while back. Yeah.
Wrong neighborhood.
It was on like the major road heading towards like the highway, so it wasn't really in your neighborhood, just kind of, you know.
Going by.
It was down by the Starbucks.
The new one or old one?
The one that's been there for a while?
Okay.
By the
McDonald's.
Yeah, how many other locations were you gonna say?
Well, I said McDonald's, not McDonald's.
Oh, you're trying to cover it, okay. Well, there's a donut place there too.
Well, just say it's by my house, and everyone knows where that is.
Well, it's on, you know, ABC Street.
It's on a street. It's on a road.
It is on a road. Can confirm it's on a road that leads
Yeah, but I saw
to nowhere.
I saw one of them Cybertrucks going down the highway the other day, and I was like, what is this?
Did you have to Google it?
No, I think I knew what it was. It's real goofy looking, isn't it?
A little bit. It's all stainless steel, shiny.
Then have you seen like the new Hummers too?
No, I haven't seen one of those yet.
I think I have seen one of those. I think.
All right.
Oh, sorry, car.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of them yet.
Stick to the old '96 Ford Explorer, I suppose.
Eddie Bauer edition. Get it right.
Eddie Bauer. My apologies.
That's why it's named Eddie. I assume anyway.
What am I gonna name? Like, what if I get a truck? What am I gonna name the truck?
Ranger.
What if I don't buy a Ranger?
Even funnier to name it a Danger Ranger if it's not a Ranger.
What if I buy like an F-150? What about like Freddy the F-150? About Freddy, the old brother to Eddie, you know what I mean?
Freddy and Eddie. Eddie and Freddy? Alright. I don't know. I don't. I like naming random things, but I'm also not good at coming up with names for random things. If that makes sense. So yeah. Can you still reach a 100% environmental score if you turn off weeds? I don't know because I've never turned off weeds on Precision. I'm not sure. That's a good question though. But I don't know. They're not as big as they look. Okay. It's the Ford Ranger. Oh, that truck. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know on the weeds. If anybody knows, let us know. But I don't know the answer to that one.
I leave mine on, so I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, mine are always on, so I don't. Speaking of our precision number, I wonder what's our score is not going to be great because some of these fields are brand new still. So they're not going to have like the best score. So yeah, we got some bad fields out there right now. But again, some of these are still new to us, so which is fine. But I'm curious what it'll be. And unfortunately, to get it Right, you actually have to click on every field. Just for the record, you have to load them. Oh, there we go. I get them all. So we're 95 right now. For an average. I mean, there's some hundreds and stuff, but 95, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, Tony, I guess I should have gotten us a truck, huh?
I'm bringing a grain cart out.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's what you had planned, but
What field is this?
25.
Yeah. I have a truck en route. Well, I will once I can find field 25 on the thing. There we go. Oh, that truck may have just crashed, though. Oh, jeez. We got a truck down. Super B will be there in a jiffy, though. Okay.
Alrighty.
He's at the other field right now, so he just has to drive down the road. But we can unload into the grain cart for now. That's fine. We'll just dump it on the ground. That was a joke. Don't do that. All right. That cart's about to be full, by the way.
All the bushels.
The bushels. That's right, Bob. You gonna go let the dogs out too? You're the one. I was wondering who was letting the dogs out. Here, wait. No, I wasn't. All I know is it's time for some nice cold water, chat. Some high quality H2O. Basically, it's called I emptied my ice maker before I came out here today. Oh, that semi's here. Well, I got empty. Did you get empty?
I think I have 41 bushels left.
That's not bad. I could drive. That would be amazing. Alright, that truck's going to try to park on the field edge up here, by the way. Right next to, like... Okay, up there. Yeah. It'll work. It'll buff. That should be enough to help us should be enough to finish the field, I would assume. Maybe not. Yeah, Alex, that might be that way. I'm not sure. As weird as it is, that might actually make sense. Yeah. Not totally sure. Tony, you seen any wheat that's gone down recently?
Wheat?
Yeah, that's gone down from the wind and the rain.
Well, I guess I really haven't paid just too close attention to it.
That patch just past the lake on the way to the farm.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of down in there. Which that guy doesn't really grow wheat, so I don't know. But you know, when it's blowing 60, 70 miles an hour, it happens. So probably more of it'll happen tomorrow too. Can't wait. By the way, the rye, you know, the rye that you planted for us last year, or kind of, you know. Yeah, it was a little short this year, but like it's gonna be okay. You know? Got it all crimped down and all killed, all terminated now, so that's good. It's looking pretty good out there.
Well, Tony, speaking of crops, the Todd's corn.
I haven't been on Instagram a little bit, so I have not. Or I
Oh, Instagram, huh?
No, I haven't been on there in a little bit.
What have you been doing on GPS?
You know, speaking of here, I got a TikTok I need to post. I'm gonna post it in the Discord.
That's how I get caught up, Tony.
I know it's not inappropriate like the one I posted last night.
But Trent, I mean, not to discredit, I mean, looking at your phone on GPS, but I mean, some of these fields I'm in, they're not mine, so I don't know, like, you know, where a sinkhole is going to be, or like a washout, or a ditch.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
But you really shouldn't be. It's different when you're working kind of like not for a company, you know?
Yeah, and it's, I mean, if I'm spreading fertilizer, I mean, I'm going slower rowing corn, but I'm going, I would say, pretty quick spreading fertilizer. So.
All right, I can hear you guys now. Hello.
Hi.
I just lost all. I couldn't hear you guys. If you guys go to the TikTok channel and Discord, ! Discord, that's why you shouldn't just sit on auto steer, by the way. That's why you should pay attention.
Is that the guy that hit the quad track with the tower?
Yep.
Saw a picture of that.
Dude, that's bad. That's expensive. Like, it's very expensive. I can't imagine what that. Yeah. Like, does insurance cover that, or is that just like, you're an idiot? Like, I'm not sure how that works.
When I was running a sprayer, the salesman for our sprayer, he was an applicator before he was a salesman, but I think he was selling a sprayer to like a co-op down like along the river bottom, right?
Yeah.
Down the river bottom. And it was a pretty good field, and I think there was only there was some in the middle of it, like a tree or something, or something in the middle of it you had to go around.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess this older guy that was running it, or I don't know how old he was, but the guy was running it. And he was on auto steer, and he ran right into it. And he goes, I thought auto steer, you know, auto steer around it or something. You know?
Well, if you set up boundaries and stuff, sure.
One of the comments, Helper A is blocked by an object.
That's bad, though. Quad track into cross country like power line. Took the tower down. Like, that's bad. That's got bad news written all over it. Like, that's a you're fired moment, right?
This is probably... Where's Discord? That's probably the worst I've been.
Who the... Hannah Montana has turned around on my stream now. Yeah, that was a bad one there, Tony.
I was real not good.
Yeah. At least you weren't like in risk of losing your job on that one, were you?
No. I don't believe so.
Even though it was very obvious, and I don't know how you ran into that ditch. Here, come on, run your ass, I'll get you.
I was doing what I shouldn't have been doing. I was looking at like the screen on like, you know, in the cab, and then
at least you weren't looking at your phone, huh?
You know, the ditch that I think, you know, the good Lord could see up from.
The astronauts were looking out of the ISS, and they're like, "Ah, I see Tony ran into a ditch."
It was real not good.
Yeah.
Luckily, the only thing that messed up was some steps. So.
That's good. Hit the button.
Worse. Oh, sorry.
I know it's your first day fireman, but come on.
I'm not spreading fertilizer. I don't know what to do with myself.
Mickey, if I is not working, you'll probably have to resync. We've been having, I think it's the issue with the manual unload mod. Every once in a while, people can't unload combines. So, I think there's some kind of issue going on, but I could be wrong. Now, hopefully the server's not broken. Hopefully. So I thought that Super B was going to be enough to hold this field, but clearly not. Clearly not. Are you empty yet? Jeez.
No, sir. Still got
undisclosed amount left. Oh man, this field's yielding good though. We were talking about this last night. This one was going to be a good one. A good yielder. Yeah. Good yielder. 72%, by the way.
Just off that, huh?
Yep. Yep. I was empty before I came out to you there.
Okay, so I had that, and then there's this too. What do I do with this TikTok? Not TikTok, Discord.
I love that you posted. Delete it right away. I think it's funny.
Just thinking about posting.
Is that gonna be in the way? No, it's not. Okay, cool. Cool, man. Cool. Oh yeah, the time you sunk the sprayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you're a little too far there, but
should not have gone through a water hole there, bud.
No, shouldn't have.
Especially with skinny tires on, right?
Yeah. Luckily the John Deere was there.
Yeah. Competitive farm sim? I have. I don't understand it personally. I think it's kind of weird. But that's just my opinion. Oh, Tony, without going into any details. Okay, just a yes or no.
Okay.
Did you get to play the game Gunshot or Firework at your house the other night? Because I know it was not fireworks.
No, I did not.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I do know what you're talking about.
It was definitely not fireworks.
It was that East St. Louis fireworks.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it was wild. It's definitely wild, but that's all we got to say about that one. But yeah. So Friday night, coming up this next Friday, it's like a week from yesterday, we're going to be trucking. Nebraska's out. Hopefully Truckers MP's updated by then, y'all. If
I know,
not,
at least earlier today was so like loading for me.
Yeah, if not, we'll run up a convoy, I guess. Which means we won't have enough slots for people, but that's just whatever. We got to keep the streak alive here, you know. So, that'll be next Friday. It's going to be a good time.
Johnny, Trent, and anyone in chat, I have a question. This is a technology question, so not my forte.
Definitely don't have an answer. So. Can I phone a friend?
Sure.
All right. Go ahead and answer your question. I'll phone a friend.
You sent me a link before. I don't have it. Do you guys have any suggestions on new monitors?
Yeah.
How big of a one do you want?
Well, we're kind of. I can only go so big. Maybe like two.
I can't hear you guys.
How big, Tony?
Hello? What? I can't hear you.
Tony.
Homie, what are you doing?
This is gonna be funny, but I can't hear you guys.
What are you doing? Yeah. What? I'm gonna call Tony. What are you doing?
Oh, hello?
Hello? Why are you calling me?
I said I was gonna phone a friend. You're welcome. That was funny right there, wasn't it? That was funny. I don't care who you are. Oh, man. No, I do have suggestions. I'd have to go scroll through Amazon to find did you call him too, Trent? Trent, yep. Okay, they're on the phone.
Sorry, I was on the phone with Trent.
Yeah, sorry, I was on the phone with Tony.
You guys are dorks. Yeah, I can get you a link though sometime, Tony. I don't. We probably sent it through TeamSpeak, right?
I don't. What in the world?
Thought I was gonna make it to the end of the field.
Not
but
today.
Apparently not today.
Because, like, I don't know. I have a 27 that's sitting there. So if I don't know. I feel like I could probably squeeze two 27s in.
Oh, are we looking at buying a pair, like a matching pair?
I don't know, because I have this TV that I'm playing on now.
Yeah.
that I can use the second, but if I buy one, I might as well buy the
You
other.
might as well buy two. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I do. Matching monitors are great.
But I got like a wall on one side and the printer on the other side.
Okay. Relocate the printer, right?
Suppose we probably could.
Yeah.
Guess you want to go knock out these small fields?
So you can set a truck or a tractor with a trailer or an auger wagon. You can set it on a combine unload setting on your auto drive. There's a way to set that up. I can run through it here in just a second. Yeah. A lot of bad F words recently. I did say friend, sorry. But yeah, there is a way to automate the unload process if you want to run a combine and use auto drive to automate the unload. Yes, it's actually really easy. It's a little more complicated with an auger wagon, but like a tractor with a tipper or a truck, if you want to run a truck in the field. Let's see, we're gonna go down. We need to go like 27, 26 or 20. Yeah, 26, 27. Yeah. I'm probably gonna try to get those other combines rocking somewhere.
Just gotta knock out these small ones.
Yeah, but yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna get this combine here.
User joined your channel.
We gotta start being efficient with our time here.
It's returned.
See that Gramps is here.
That is
And
that's a
Nick,
nice monitor there, Trent.
Hello.
what's up?
Hi, Nick.
Just got back from Goodwill.
Oh yeah?
How's your will?
Did you find it? That's not what it's for.
I think Trent needs to get out a little more.
That's not what Goodwill's for, Trent. Good call, that was a good call. Trent, what is Goodwill?
Get crap for cheap.
Okay, yeah. He actually knows. Okay, that was good though, Trent. So how's your will? Oh man.
It was a great trip. We were there for about 5 minutes. Not even.
Did you bring the other, or did you bring her with you?
No.
Where the train spawns
And it
in a
was 5
field.
minutes?
I have not had the problem of a train spawning in a field. No, that's weird.
Trent, we didn't even go inside.
Well, that explains it.
So Bill's
just-
doing good. Okay. Galactic, thanks to the bits. Appreciate him, bro. Yeah, how's William Shatner doing? Huh? Oh. Alright. Oh buddy. Oh buddy, rolling like a big shot. Alright, so here's what we need, right? When we need that other combine when it gets done down here to Oklahoma, Blue 42, hike, probably like the 30 field. I think that's where I'm going to run these because that field I think we can automate really well. Although I don't know if we really need to well, why don't we run auger wagons because that's just easier, right? All right, so that other combine to 34 when it's almost done up there. Or Nick, you want to grab the combine that's up in 25 and bring it down?
Sure.
Oh, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Yeah. Learn how to drive, huh? I don't even know what I hit. I guess the curb. Something.
What field did you say that was in?
25. There's a combine and an auger wagon. Tony, I think our mother bin's still being emptied from before.
That's
Oh, when I was tabbing through, there was a truck that was not loading and kind of just blocking the way.
Oh, okay. I say I need to do like some maintenance stuff if you guys want to like harvest.
But I set him on his merry way.
Okay.
Working on these 2 patches here, and then
Yeah.
I'll touch base with you when we get done here and
Okay,
go to the
that's
big
fine.
ones.
When we get the other STS combine down here, then we'll start those down here. I'm gonna not start them right now because we need to move a mother bin and like everything south.
What field are you guys in?
So Tony's in 27. Mickey's finishing up, and I don't even know what field that is. What is that? 20. What is that? I can't see the number.
A small field.
4. I can't tell the number. It's right on him. You head down. If you head down to like 27, 27, 26, help Tony down there. I'll send you guys a truck. Probably a couple trucks.
Guys, that auger wagon that was in 25 is completely full.
That's fine. I'm gonna work on getting like the mother bin moved south and getting some empty stuff moved. You know what I mean? I gotta move everything. So, working on it. You got an empty truck coming to you, Tony.
Okay. Gracias.
I think that me actually. Okay. Okay. So, auger wagons, though, for now. I need to stage them somewhere down south, but like out of the way at the same time. Take them down to like 31 for now. That's fine. Yeah, we're probably, I would say we'll of course play the combines and then all of us drive auger wagons, okay? Once we get them set on like big fields. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah. That's all we got left are big fields, right?
Pretty much,
Except-
yeah. Once you guys
except
get
33.
a couple of those little ones knocked out, yeah. Yeah.
Should have definitely gotten some big, some of the fast headers.
Nah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but like, there's a charm about doing it at regular speed too, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, conga line of auger wagons is heading south. Oh wait, there's one more. I don't know why we have some, well, I know why we have some. Because when you automate the world, you need a lot. Automate the world. Oh, he's finally using his rider across the street too. Look at that.
Big rider guy, huh?
Well, he has like, it's a Craftsman little tractor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason here lately, he's been using like a 21-inch lawnmower with a bagger, and he's been bagging his yard. And so it's just like, what are we doing, bud? You know?
Yeah. Ever think maybe he doesn't have a bagger for that rider?
I don't know why he's been bagging his yard.
I'd say probably the first 3 or 4 cuts I do in my yard every year I bag.
No. Okay. We're like 85 cuts in already here, though. That's an official measurement. All right, 85 cuts. Yep.
I was definitely that guy push mowing, grass that was like 8 inches tall.
Yeah. We let our grass go like 2.5 weeks once so far this year, and
It was like an alfalfa field.
yeah, it was pretty gnarly, but it's okay. My lawnmower took care of it. I only had to mow like 3 times.
I let my backyard go for like three weeks. I had to have one of my buddies come over with his rider and mow the back.
Yeah, it happens. Apparently our city put out a thing, if your grass is over 8 inches tall, you can get in trouble. So I went outside with the tape measure and, start measuring the grass.
I had to do that too on one of my neighbor's properties.
Well, you narked on him?
John.
Oh, wait, you're on the, aren't you? Council?
No, I'm off the council now. I resigned.
Okay.
I measured the grass in the shortest spot I could find, and it was 10 inches tall.
Very nice. That's fun. Don't want to do time in a lawn prison? No, not me.
What are you in for? Let my grass get too tall.
Hey, you know, you kid about that, but years and years and years ago, our house was in need of like paint, right? We had wooden siding and wooden trim around the windows, and we had let it kind of get out of hand, but it was kind of a financial thing that we didn't have the money to fix it up at that time, and it got down to where like a warrant was about to be placed out for mom and dad for like having a house that didn't look the best.
Wow.
Yeah. So like we ended up fixing it. We all rallied together and we got it fixed up, but yeah, it happens.
That's a little ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. If you live somewhere with that rule, you keep your yard at 7.5 just for spite. What I don't understand, and Tony, I doubt you've seen it, but down in the neighborhood here on the next street, like down the hill from me, there is this shrubbery that at one time was a nice shrubbery, but there's like brush growing out of it now, right? And it's like, so imagine you got a street down there. It's a pretty decent wide street, but this shrub sticks out like a fourth of the way into the street now. And for some reason, nothing is done about it. It's been this way for a couple of years now, and of course it's getting worse and worse every day. But like, it sticks way out in the road. It's almost as bad as if you just parked a car on like at the curb. Like it sticks out that far, right? Which is kind of crazy. But nobody does anything about it. Nobody calls the city on it. It's just, I don't get it.
Sorry, Mickey.
It's
crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm kind of surprised no one's called the city on that one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't know how, but I mean, it's something my sister would definitely turn in, you know.
Yeah.
Next time I talk to her, I'm gonna be like, so have you been through our neighborhood lately? Oh, she'll call up City Hall if like somebody doesn't stop at the stop sign in front of her house, okay?
Wow.
Yeah, she lives on a corner of, it's a 4-way intersection, all 4 stop. But yeah, she calls and complains all the time about that. Like, well, don't buy a house on a corner and you know have to deal with it, you know. Yeah, this is like the slowest drive ever to this mother pin, by the way. That's giving her all she's got. That's all the tractor has, 17 miles an hour. For the next map for Elm Creek, I was driving one of our starting tractors and it might go like 32, I think, maybe. The other day I was driving it back and forth from the shop and I was like, dude, this thing is so fast. Because I'm used to 17 miles an hour or 22 miles an hour, you know. I was zipping. It was great. Big Al, what's going on? How are you? Oh, this is not a good place to meet a truck. Although he's pulling over trying to get stuck. So fine. I'll have to fix him in a minute. He will not make it into repair with that rig.
Oh, the Super B?
Yeah, nah, any truck, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of like, I should have, but I've been lazy with auto drive. I should have moved the repair point to the spot in Homestead.
Yeah.
Because they always get stuck. It doesn't matter if it's a tractor with like a tipper on it. It'll get stuck too.
So it's just gotta be like just a tractor.
Maybe. Yeah. It's kind of a terrible like setup, to be honest. But it's fine. It'll buff. I don't want to meet another. No, not a good. No, I got telephone poles in my way. Oh, jeez. Anyway, okay, everything's good. Everything is awesome.
But at least with those mother bins, everything kind of, like all the axles kind of steer.
Except for when you have the mod turned on where it locks them out, but you don't know that it's turned on. Left was trying to
Oh.
drive the thing a couple weeks ago, and he's cussing and carrying on. This thing sucks. It won't turn for nothing. We even switched tractors. I was pulled in. I'm like, yeah, this thing is like, it's driving like a dump truck, you know? And finally I was like, oh, just push the little button to unlock all the axles, you know? Kind of funny. It made me laugh. Oh, Zach.
Yes, sir.
Remember at the farm where you don't remember meeting Big Al?
Yeah.
Such a weird thing to say, sorry. That one old barn there where it's literally made out of like timbers, like trees. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about.
I don't think I do.
It's the old barn anyway. It's getting torn down.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they reached out to the old owner of that property.
Uh-huh.
And they said, hey, we want to tear your barn down. Do you want it? And he said, no, but I know a guy that'll tear it down and move it and put it back up. So the old barn's going to live. It's literally, you walk inside and it looks like trees for all the timbers in there, right?
That's cool.
It's awesome. It's put together with pegs. There's no nails.
That's awesome when you get a barn like that.
Yeah. And it's cool that they're gonna save it. They're not just gonna tear it down and throw it away. You know?
That's neat.
Yeah.
Been on that farm twice.
Since then, right?
Or once since the auction.
Yeah. Yeah. You fed fertilizer. Yep. That's hard. I'm why I can't have nice things. Big Al, did you take advantage of their 20% off any one item or whatever? They had a sale going this weekend, I think. The Harbor Freight. Yes, there you go. I saw it was all over my TikTok.
You get Harbor Freight commercials on TikTok too?
Yeah. Sadly.
Not a big Harbor Freight guy, huh?
It's fine. I just don't like ads in general on my social medias. I don't really care what it's for. I just don't like them. So, yeah. Hey, Nick, there's a tree there.
I see that. If I'm on later tonight, remind me to tell you guys my story about Harbor Freight yesterday.
Oh. All right. I just think... What?
I learned yesterday Harbor Freight does not disappoint.
Okay.
But some of his clientele.
Oh. Okay. I just remember back in the day, we used to have to, like, drive to go to Harbor Freight. We thought it was cool. We'd go there, like, you know, once every couple months, you know. Because it was a bit of a drive. Just saying. I mean, it was, like, less than an hour, but, you know. To go to Harbor Freight, that's kind of a long way. Back in the day.
Kind of like going to like the redneck store, like on like a full trip to the redneck store.
Yeah,
but that's just going
actually,
one way to go to.
We went to like the one really far west. Like you know,
by the roundabout.
Yes.
You went all the way out there.
Wait, maybe. Okay, you know where the lady that used to live across the street from me lives? In that town.
And you go past that.
Yeah. Yeah, we went out there. That's a nice store. Yeah.
So it's nicer than the other one?
Oh, it's super nice because it was purposely built for that. You know what I mean?
For what? Like that
For the
area?
redneck store. Yeah. Like it wasn't an existing store. Like a lot of those, they move into like old Walmarts or something where the building's kind of junky and run down. But that one was like purposely built for that redneck store to move into, you know?
Wonder what like the other one was. I wonder what kind of store that was.
I don't know which one you're talking about without giving away addresses, you know?
Like the closer one. The one you had to pass to get to the other one.
It used to be a Walmart.
Really?
That's what that was originally. Why are we using auto drive? Why not use auto drive? When we get on these bigger patches, it'll make more sense. Yeah, right now we're on kind of a bunch of small patches of corn, so I know it maybe doesn't look like it makes quite as much sense, but once we get on these big patches of corn where we have like, we're gonna have 4 combines turning on long rounds, how else would we haul the corn in? I mean, we could drive the trucks, yeah, but then we wouldn't get anything else done, you know? It's about
I feel like you're going
efficiency.
faster now.
What?
Easy. You got the outside turn. I got the inside turn.
But yeah, big turn guy. So I think Nick's going faster than me.
Efficiency. Yep, it's all about efficiency.
Hey Tony, maybe I'm just built different.
I suppose.
Now.
Oh, Nick.
Huh?
I learned something today.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Congratulations.
thank you.
I'm your Uncle Tony.
Sure.
Let's go.
I was telling Tony how the boys give you all the grief for not being around, and I said, you know, I had a woman and, you know, a wife, and, you know, and expecting I wouldn't be around much either, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, what?
Go ahead, Mickey.
It was kind of funny. Just so. All right, so I'm going to clear off this spot here because we can put the mother bin here. This is set up. I'm just going to do a little bit of pre-harvesting here to kind of help out a little bit. Oh, yeah.
You want to send all 4 down to that 30 field?
What?
Combines.
No, I'd like to keep them in groups of 2.
Okay.
But we can auto drive. Let's auto drive, or sorry, course play the ones in 34. And then if you guys want to, 2 of you with combines come to like the 30 field, you can run manually in the 30 field.
Okay.
And then we should be able to set up enough auger wagons to keep everybody happy. We'll run with you guys manually, and then we can run auto drive combines in the other field. If that makes sense.
I don't know why, but I feel like this combine I have is smaller than the rest.
What combine is it?
The one with the funky looking funky hopper.
Does it have a number 2 on the side? Is it an X9 or an STS?
It's an X9.
Does it have a folding hopper or a fixed hopper?
It's got a folding.
Yeah, so you have the in-game X9.
Oh.
And then the other X9 that we have is a modded X9 that's larger.
Ah, I see.
Oh. And then we have 2 of the STS combines as well, which are smaller yet. But they get the job done. I don't mind them at all. But I think, you know, once we get on these big fields, it would be at least 2 people full time to run truck if we weren't using auto drive. So,
Yeah.
I prefer to use auto drive over not. It just allows us to get so much more done. So yeah. All right, so that's good there. Are you guys done with them little fields?
I believe so.
Okay, I need the other STS combine. When it's free, so I can get it going on course play. And you know, we use course play too. I know it's everybody's favorite thing in the whole world.
Favorite frustration, maybe.
Course play's pretty good. Or something. No buff. Alright, we're gonna turn this combine into the field here and Get it started. Maybe. Come on, buddy. You can do it. All right. He's not actually going to harvest. He's going to go find his first waypoint. And he'll get running from there. And then... Yep, buddy found the bridge. He found the bridge. All right, so as far as putting a auger wagon to empty a combine, the big thing is on the combine, you got to have it set to, in this case, I'm using the field 34 waypoint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put him on 34. That's where I want him to wait, and then I want him to drive actually over here to the 69 because, well, you know, I'm good at naming things.
Nice.
And then as long as he's on the combine mode here at the bottom, we can hit start, and he will go to the wait point and wait for the combine to call him. Is what he will do. So
You wanted a couple of us to go, what, field of 31?
Yes. Yes, please. So, 34. That. Go. We're gonna put like 3 auger wagons out there, I think, and we'll have 2 for the other.
I guess I'm heading to the 30 field then.
You gonna combine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. We grab this combine. So the reason I said that I need to do it is multiplayer's not quite synced up on all the course play stuff, so it works better if you just have one person kind of handle the course play stuff. To be completely honest.
About that.
Yeah, he's pathfinding, sorry.
It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't
Just like-
too good.
So what GPS works on this 30 field the best?
I'd probably run north-south eventually.
He meant to say 45, Nick. Common mistake.
I mean, if you want to run a 45, Tony, right ahead.
Have Nick run north-south.
Yeah, that screams efficiency.
And we'll be here all afternoon just harvesting this one field.
Yes, you will. Look out, Tony! Oh, man. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So that auger wagon's on auto drive, and yeah, he drives in the crop. I know it's awkward, but he's going out to empty a combine already, which is pretty cool. And then we're gonna take this mother bin down. I know we're getting close to the grain bins, but we're still we will still use the mother bin to help us empty everything out, because there's a lot. I mean, 4 combines, and these are going to be pretty long passes for most of these guys, so it's going to be a lot of bushels moving here. That's for sure. Okay, so what?
I was just gonna ask, what field do I need to set for my auto drive?
Probably nothing, because we're going to run manually over there, I think,
Okay.
for unloads. We'll get over that way in a minute.
Alrighty.
I take a minute to get there, but we'll get there.
Yeah, this field definitely takes a minute to harvest.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a good sized field.
Yeah, it is.
For sure. Yeah, unfortunately all the small, well, I guess there is one small one that over here at 33 if you guys wanted to go knock that out first, whatever, I don't care. Either way.
I'll be our last field, our victory field.
Oh, the little one? Okay, that's fine.
No, we'll take
Yeah,
all
that means
4
you're done.
combines. All 4 combines, just knock her on out.
Oh, goodness.
That screams efficiency.
And then we gotta try to sell it all.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna pass me now that I need to turn? Man, that's how farmers get killed in real life right there. I'm going to turn into the field and I get passed on the left. That right there, that's how farmers get killed.
Do you have your blinker on?
I've actually had that happen to me.
I have my hazards on, therefore I can turn any direction.
No, see, you gotta put your blinker on.
Nope. But that is
No,
how farmers get killed,
it's
actually.
Traffic behind you's fault.
Traffic is supposed to stay behind you.
I know. It's their fault for passing you while you're turning.
That's the scariest thing right there, is making that left-hand turn.
Yeah.
You honk the horn to let me know.
I didn't hear it in TeamSpeak, so I didn't count, Mickey.
I thought you were just saying hi. My bad.
It's probably one of those things that it's just better to take the whole, just
It is better just to drive in the middle of the road, yeah.
just say
sometimes.
F it, take the whole road, make everybody stop, and just.
That's what I do when I get close to
Yeah.
the place where I live. Is I take up the whole road if nobody's coming, because
Yep, I've done that before in front of the farm.
I mean, if I have floaters on, I kind of take the whole road anyway, but.
Yeah, true. I've done that before, coming in with like the brush hog from that mow job. Yeah, take the whole road, the whole thing.
just nice when I especially had the disc on, because the disc is a little bit wider than the tractor.
You thought most farmers died from talking back to their wives?
No, we just, or some of them just agree.
Okay. That's funny.
Do I have to be set to anything special to get the get an auger wagon?
We don't have auger wagons over there yet. I think we're gonna run them manually. We just haven't gotten there yet.
Oh.
Trying.
And my,
Too many things,
stash
man.
on,
Sorry.
fast brakes are going down.
Too many things going on.
I didn't mean to yell at you. I just figured that. I just
Stop yelling.
I just figured you're putting auto drive out here too.
He's getting prepared for that. For being a dad, he's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Nope.
Well, it's the story of my life.
Johnny just broke the tractor. You have to go
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's neither here nor there.
Problem is just getting everything set up. There's so much. Oh, lovely, a flood watch. No, Big Al, don't be getting big rains again up there. Our river just started looking better over here. It's still kind of up here. Although I did hear they released a bunch of water out of the lake, so that doesn't help at all. Just saying. Whenever they start dumping water out the lake, that's a problem. Well, we just wrecked this truck, too. We're going through it right now, chat.
Well, John, at least on the radar, there's nothing yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Still curious on what's going to happen in Oklahoma, because pretty much Oklahoma is like circled in red.
Like that guy, yeah. Oh, hey, hey there, Nick. How's it going?
Oh.
How much? I told you we'd get there eventually, and it might take a minute.
I
Okay.
figured it'd be just as productive for me to run back down here at empty.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Try to square this up, Mickey. So I'll hit you on the next pass coming back.
Flip side. Get these combines rolling. It's kind of awkward up here on the edge of this field. Remember, Chad, outside rounds, they suck. Everybody knows this. At least you should. If you don't know, you did now.
At least some guy was nice and made a nice big path here.
Imagine that. I wonder who did that, huh?
Yeah, I don't know who that would have been.
I don't know. Sounds like an idiot to me. Hey, hi, it's me. I'm the idiot. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Alright, so all the grain's being hauled here is what's going to happen, and then haul it from here to the homestead. So, yeah.
Oh, hello. I need to do that. Yeah,
No, you're
hello.
good. You don't have to. I'm looking at stuff.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Hope you lost your grain cart privileges.
No, I'm not left. I'm not going to take away his grain cart privileges. something
Wait,
left to do.
That happened?
Yeah. It did.
He took away grain cart privileges.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, because Tom was messing around with him.
yep, he's like,
Oh.
okay, yeah, take away the
So,
grain cart.
Tom lost his green cart privileges for like
Mhm.
15, 20 minutes.
I think he had to go empty himself.
Wow.
Yeah,
All that time.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
He was a savage. Savage.
He found out.
I mean, he got his point across, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
But he still did his job, which is unload the combines.
Alma. How's it going?
Good.
Buddy smashed that brake pedal to the floor.
Bro, I almost went out through the windshield. What are you talking about? Oh, man.
That was almost painful.
It is going great. What's poppin'? Welcome in. Whew.
It just would have been another quad track into a power line, and operator's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy Hannah Montana.
Are you
I laughed. Thanks for the bets.
are you talking about the quad track that was underneath the power lines
Yeah,
here
I
in
posted
Iowa?
that TikTok in Discord earlier. That was not good.
Iowa, that looks like Canada with the Burgo.
I was Iowa. The guy made it out alive and not injured severely.
He should go buy a lottery ticket, bro.
Right?
Yeah. I know of a guy that put a sprayer boom into a power lines once.
Tony?
No. And the only thing he could think to do, like before calling 911 or anything, he just knew he had to get out of that thing, right? And so apparently he opened the door very carefully and got a running start in the cab and just did a Superman jump right off the sprayer.
Yeah, that's about the best way to do it.
You gotta just jump and run. So needless to say, they got a brand new sprayer.
Yeah, operator.
Because it fried that thing. So yeah. And then come to find out that farming family, they're kind of jerks. Just saying.
Well, it's like that one guy you talked about.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that kind of have,
That reputation.
how do we say it? Big personalities, you know, they're kind of,
Good
That's a
reputation.
very nice. That's a nice way to put it.
yeah. Bunch of jerks.
I think I did put my boom on some sort of wire, but nothing happened.
You're not supposed to admit to that, Tony.
Well,
Hey,
it
the
was
wire's still up, John.
it was one of. So actually, what it was, I think the guy was tired of brush hogging it. So
See, what happened was,
we were burning it down, and actually, where it's at, it's actually a car wash now. So,
where it's at.
uh,
Two turntables and a microphone.
no, I got a John Deere X9. It's
Oh.
180 bushel car.
Hot fence. Yeah, was it a hot fence?
No, it was like a wire.
War.
Wire.
Wire.
Never seen one of those wire.
Tony, you've changed, brother. I know you work out in the country now, but like, brother,
What do you mean?
Come on, John, you gotta get the country.
What? What's a war?
A wire.
Did you even say letters there, or just like what?
It was a wire.
War? We will get to the other map today at some point. Yes. Not in a hurry. Don't tell Kimmy. I just ran over a skipper, by the way. Don't tell Kimmy.
You're
Hashtag,
just doing your job. You're a grain cart operator.
hashtag don't tell Kimmy.
It's okay.
All right. Especially about that whole row of shame I ran over last night. Tom and Farmer Nick.
I do not know what you're talking
I don't know anything what you're talking about, John. I didn't see it.
You're right. You didn't.
Exactly.
It was hilarious, though.
Even though I was watching the stream.
Oh.
Oh wait. Hey John.
There's corn there, John.
I lagged.
20 bucks right
Sorry.
there.
Sorry. I got a 20 on my desk. I'll give it to you.
Tony,
What?
Tony needs it more than us.
Why are you calling me, Zach?
I had a missed call. I was returning your call.
I declined that call so fast.
You sent me the voicemail? No shot.
Yep.
Brother, man, no shot.
Yep. Sorry. But it happened.
What are you doing, Card?
Man, I feel like Zach's being really productive over there while I'm just, you know, kind of putzing around the field.
I ain't
I'm
doing
just
anything. It's fine.
I'm getting it squared up. I'll probably do the same on that end there, Nick. Big,
Yes.
big square guy.
This is another
Change.
field where nothing's square to anything.
Should have 45'd it.
I told you you could have. I don't care what you do.
I mean, Tony, you were the one that started the GPS on this field, not me.
You are the 45 gang, you know?
Gang. Wait, what?
Well, we do live in St. Louis, so gang it is. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we have a truck here. That's awkward. We're going to have to manually load the truck. That's fine. We might have too many trucks going right now.
That's better. That's a good issue, though.
Not when you're trying to just use a mother bin, because the way you have to set it up, it's not a good thing. Actual. Nick, you gonna make the end of the pass down here or no?
I'm hoping so. I will definitely let you know.
All right, so I'll go sneaking through the tree line behind you somewhere. Stand for. I understand the assignment.
I was gonna say, if I have to, I'll make a little wider spot so that way you're not all the way in the trees.
I'll scratch the paint. It's our last day. It's okay.
It's a lease.
Some of these trees, how close they are to the field, I don't know if I'd have enough room to even extend the auger all the way
I have a
out.
lightsaber. Have a lightsaber, not afraid to use it. Hello?
Hello?
I have arrived.
Called for an auger wagon.
Hello? It's me? Yeah, you're right, though. There's no room over here.
Yeah.
Somebody got a little aggressive on the plowing. No.
I wasn't gonna throw the other person underneath the bus.
Was it you, Johnny?
The person that actually did it? Yeah. No, it wasn't me. It's fine, though. It's fine. No big deal. It's more
That
crop.
person might be asleep.
Oh boy, I'm only real ashamed.
There you go. Now you'll make the end. I just
Yeah.
took 147 bushels away. Plus the skippers.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mickey. I'm sorry. Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, I think it's Fox right there, Nick.
Yeah, he's being a little, you know,
Oh my.
something
Dick,
else.
I can only run over so much corn.
The first letter of the alphabet.
Wow. Hey, looking at my phone, I got a missed phone call, Chad. I got to return a call real quick. Joking.
I turned my ringer on so when you would call, it would say, John.
Big Money Ed. That one still cracks me up.
He's
Trent.
still on my,
Trent, don't call me on Snapchat.
he's still on my phone as well.
Yeah, Tony, you're not the only one that just gets declined.
I bet we all do.
Especially right now.
Yeah. Well, we can talk.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm on stream, you know? Gosh. And I'll accidentally answer with, like, my video on. That's awkward, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Tony.
I do?
Remember that, like, when I first got Snapchat, and I was like, what's this button do? And I ended up, like, video calling a bunch of you guys.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
that
that.
was great.
Everybody answered with their video on, and everybody's like, oh, you're ugly. No, you're ugly.
Yeah, we all had the same correct
Like,
comment
reactions.
for each other.
It was funny. Look at this. I'm even
and
gonna.
it was all negative. It was all positive.
Look at this. Even gonna cross the road and help the other guys out. Wow.
Look at you, Johnny.
You can really dance.
Oh, that's a breach.
You can really dance.
That truck driver's a bully.
I mean, welcome to Auto Drive. How's it going? Now there's trees. I'm not gonna chase in the trees.
That's
Scratch too much.
Auto Drive's issue.
Yeah. But
His auger wagon's coming.
I know. I just figured I would help a little bit, you know? Fine. Everything's fine. Meanwhile, we have 3 trucks and not enough corn here to keep 3 trucks running. We'll just fill the auger, the mother bin up a little bit. It's fine.
Just buy another combine.
No.
Yeah, money.
Actually, we could, because all this is set up. Kind of. Actually, here in a minute, I am going to automate my wagon.
And
I can take a break. So I guess Nick and Zach, if you put yours on the 69 under default.
This
in
guy.
7 minutes.
This guy.
Where's that at? I don't know.
Default? It's under the top. Default?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, bet.
Couldn't think of any other number, huh?
Nope. No. That's...
Shit.
Zach, have you ever seen this man make a password?
I think I guessed it one time.
I'm kind of predictable. What can I say? It happens, right? Oh, that guy's stuck in the weeds. You know what the solution is, right?
Cut tree down.
Cut down the weeds.
Can't get stuck in the weeds if you are in the weeds.
No more rhubarb. There you go. Wow.
Are you squaring up the other side of the field too, Tony, now?
Yeah, I will. Not unless you want to.
And then a 45.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll square this up over here, Nick.
Alright.
By the way, chat, look at all the things on Inspector up there.
How do you move your inspector around?
Escape menu. The tractor gear.
Escape menu, what?
13 under the settings, the gear settings, the tractor with the gear.
Yeah, tractor gear.
It's down in here somewhere.
The very bottom, I think.
No, that's AI.
Is it gear?
Must be under regular gear.
No, it's one of the 2 gears.
It's there, and then it's yeah, vehicle. You can scroll down for it. It's there under the regular gear. And actually, when we get on the next map later, there's a new mod, a new to us mod, where you can turn off the backup beepers on stuff, and that gives you a whole menu as well, which is pretty cool. Or not a menu, just a line in your settings, basically. You can have a backup beeper be 200% if you really want. I don't know why anybody would ever do that, but you could. Be very loud. In fact, it is very loud. I do know that. Alright. On my way to Tony. Help is on the way.
I mean, I doubt this, but I guess we'll see if I can punch a hole through the field with making it the whole way
Are
through.
you gonna try to? Well, who has the bigger combine? Tony has the bigger combine, right?
I believe so.
You should probably let Tony do it. But, I mean, you can always just back up and harvest over. You know.
Yeah.
It's
I see the setting now, thank you.
Jeez. So, these auger wagons bully these tractors, by the way. Oh, gosh. They're too big. Too heavy for these tractors. That's alright. Are you find the setting, Tony? Good.
Yeah. I see where it is now. Thank you.
Yeah, you can. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can make it bigger, smaller, highlight it. All kinds of stuff. Okay, bye. Oh, this is awkward. You know, that time when the auger wagon's just sitting in the field in the way. Couldn't be me. Not at all. Check those tire tracks out on the way down there too. Yeah. Oh, here we go again. When you turn, it'll just throw you sideways. Good Lord.
It makes turning fast.
Oh yeah. Whole map corn harvest is still going on. Yep, we are down to our last 4 fields, really. We've harvested everything else. We've got 2 combines currently trying to run over in 34 on auto course play, that is. I say trying because, you know, they're on the outside round, so they're having some issues. And then we've got 2 combines up here running, one via Farmer Nick and the other one with Tony running. There's Zach. And right now Mickey and I are running some auger wagons around to keep up and kind of help out where we can. And yeah. And of course we have auto drive hauling it to the grain bin for us, which is great. Gotta love it. So that's kind of what's the rundown right now. What's going on? They're just cracking this field open here. We'll call this field the 30 field. Cracking this one open. So here in a second, Nick will be on his first land. Be able to go back and forth and really knock out the bushels. And then I assume eventually Tony, he's going to square up over there. But eventually they'll, be running both full passes back and forth, and that will that'll help quite a bit. Speed up everything. And then once those other guys get past their outside rounds, that'll help life out as well. Getting pretty full there, or getting kind of full, aren't you? Kind of?
Only 73%.
Oh, okay. You might actually punch the end of the field. If not, I'm here.
I figured if I hit like 95 and I still got ways to, I'll just back up and make a little hole for me to sit in.
Yep. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's poppin'? But yeah, we are going to be switching maps later today, guys. It is going to happen. Yeah. Colts fan, what's going on? How are you? I'll just go ahead and give you some room. Because you're not going to make it.
Probably not.
Not at all. Not even for a second. We are on Alma. We're finishing up our Alma play today. We're going to be moving on to Elm Creek 4X by Stevie. But I've really enjoyed my time here at Alma. Kimmy, welcome in. How's it going? Let's see. We're at 579 hours on Alma now. Chat, if anybody tells Kimmy I was running over skippers earlier, I swear, I'll ban you. Or wait. Dang it. Wasn't. I don't think I was supposed to tell anybody that. Nick, did you get full?
Yeah, I got full.
Did you not? You didn't stop soon enough, and then you. Oh my goodness. Amateur hour up in here, huh?
It's been a few months since I played. Okay.
Hey, leave us old guys alone. Leave us papaws alone.
Even
Okay?
part timers, you know.
Listen, seasonal help's hard to find. Okay.
I will show you the farm. I will tell you it's a little underwhelming. Haven't really done much to the homestead, but I'll show it to you. Yeah.
I was gonna say it took me a minute to stop on the hill.
Yeah.
As I crest the hill.
It's fine. Usually around 90% is a good place to do the backup, but you know it's fine.
Yeah.
No matter.
If I was empty at the start of the pass, it would have been just
I was
fine.
trying to get back to you, but I couldn't quite get back to you in time.
Sorry, Mickey.
It's all...
Squeeze right past you.
Oh, he just squeezed right past you. Yeah, Kimmy, we are still harvesting, and yeah, I might have been running down a little bit of skippers. It's fine. It's fine. All right, Kimmy, we'll catch you.
Kimmy.
How much money should you start with for equipment? I don't know. We didn't start with a ton. Actually, that's the first thing I have to do when we go on the other map. I never, like, turn down the money in there. So there might be, like, $2 million right now. So I got to fix that when we go in.
Oh, with the easy dev.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't go very far.
Huh?
That 2 million doesn't go very far.
Well, I know, but we're not trying to beat the map, like, you know, in a day.
Is that just a standard size map then?
Well, it's called... It's literally in the title of the map, you know?
You do realize when I download mods from the Google Drive, I don't look at the map and stuff, like the title.
It's literally called 4X, you know, Elm Creek 4X by Stevie, so.
I don't quite think $2 million is enough to beat a 4X map in a day.
I don't know. We didn't start with a lot. We started with some old tractors and like $500,000.
Especially with like buying a couple, like two combines, a couple big tractors, village, sprayers.
We're good.
So I was saying, Nick, what Nick was saying.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. So we're not starting the next map with like old equipment per se like we did on here. We started with like ancient stuff on here. There is some older stuff in the mod pack for the next one, but we're not starting quite old. We are starting kind of small, but not old. 2 of the tractors we're starting with are base game. One of them is modded. So yeah. I've already got the save set up and everything. We are go for launch. I need about 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe between, and then that's all it'll take to switch. Won't take very long at all. Yeah. Right by. Cat. Right by, right. You gonna make it, Tony?
Yeah, I'm only at 31%.
Okay. I should turn my inspector on, but it's too much up there for me.
Take off the guys on course play.
You just want me to fire them?
You can do that from the escape menu.
Fire them?
Yeah.
I don't want to fire them.
We want them to work.
Oh,
Sounds
that's
like John
not
wants to
right.
get his inspector cleaned up though.
34, not 41. That combine hasn't been emptied this whole time by auto? Interesting. Is that why it's like a lap down? I really need... There, it's moving. Okay. It's like, I need something driving to that combine, like, now. Now. It's on its way.
You having fun, Nick? Just going back and forth or what?
Yeah, I guess.
No problem beating the maps per se, right?
If I was a smart man, I would, when I get turned around, I'd get up and go warm up some pizza.
These passes aren't that long, are they? I mean, they're pretty good, don't get me wrong. All right.
Well, I say if I do that, if I go to the next field, so I'll eventually stop when I hit a tree.
Well, that's true, and you'd still be harvesting, right? Especially if you're going south. So
that's the mindset, Nick.
Yeah.
And if I keep my pipe out, at least I'll be emptied.
That's true. That's true. Wow.
I say there was some thought about this.
He thought this out, Chad, alright? Gosh. But yeah, we're not going to be starting with, like, you know, buku bucks or anything. As far as our homestead, so we play on New Farmer, by the way. And we picked this, like, cattle / sheep farm. I'd call this the main farm on the map, personally. I know there's like 3 farms, but to me, this is kind of the main farm. Southeast on the map, basically. So we didn't do anything with the house. I mean, I've cut down a couple trees. I definitely got rid of the grain bins that it started with and put the AGI bin in instead because, well, it has, you know, you don't have to mess with augers, which I like augers, but they move, and so therefore I can't stand them. The shed was already here. I didn't touch it. To be honest, we never really play sheds on this map, and I don't really know why, but we just didn't. Yeah, I got the dairy barn, and then there's a sheep barn back here. We did put 3 bale storages in. We were running bales to feed cows and sheep. We have a TMR maker. We put that in. We put the manure heap in. There was a horse barn back here. We took that out just for flat area. And we did put a sell everything in just to sell. Been selling a lot of slurry there and manure, actually. But that's all we did. It's a very minimalistic homestead for us. So, nothing crazy in the homestead this time, you know? Unlike the next map we're going to, which is insane homestead, so. Not polite to keep your pipe out. What?
L3FT4D3 at cheered X100. The most important feature, the tree.
I'm cutting the tree down today, Left. It's happening. Cutting it down. Thanks for the bits, by the way. Appreciate them. And you know, honestly, on this map for the longest time, we didn't even plow fields together. But we finally, like, once we got big enough equipment, we started plowing fields together. And we've combined quite a few now. Here we go again. Straight out of Tokyo.
Here I go again in my combine.
On my own.
Shelling all the corn on Alma.
You can. Is this what you do on your day job? You sing? Is that what we do, Tony?
I mean, probably sing along to some music sometimes.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah. Yeah, see me out there mowing.
So I definitely have plenty of time.
Because you just did it, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Big Mo guy, huh?
All right, Tony or Nick, if you guys need me, put your combine on 69 under default and throw the pipe out. Otherwise, I guess I'm just gonna be sitting right here. Somebody's got their pipe out right now, though. I might complicate things, honestly. Nick, I'm en route to you. It looks like. Look out. This is when things get awkward out here. Well, at least I'm not in the way at the watering hole now.
Yeah.
That's good. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. I will return momentarily.